I'm rolling up US Highway 84 headed toward Abilene, Texas, and had to take shelter in a picnic area because the skies just absolutely opened up. It's not going to last long, it doesn't look like, but it's pretty wet and it's coming down pretty hard, so I'm going to wait it out for a minute before I saddle up with the rain gear and continue on. But yeah, always something exciting on the road. Well, it's been an interesting day so far. It's been raining most of it, and now I'm up in Amarillo at the famous Cadillac Ranch. As you can see by the way I'm dressed, I'm wearing my rain gear. I've been dodging rainstorms and that pretty much all day. This one doesn't look like a big one, but they're calling for some pretty good thunderstorms the rest of the afternoon. Some guy years and years and years ago has a bunch of 50s and 60s Cadillacs that he buried in the ground, and people come out and see it and spray paint stuff all over the cars and everything else. So here's this field, just crops and fields, and then all of a sudden in the middle of it, here's a bunch of Cadillacs with their noses buried in the ground. So here's the thing that really kind of bothered me about Cadillac Ranch. It's this really cool artsy-fartsy kind of installation thing, and people are allowed to mark up the cars and things as much as they want. I mean, they mark up everything, the garbage cans and the handrails and all that stuff. Oh, garbage cans. Yeah. And then when they're done spray painting their stuff on the cars, they just throw their shit on the ground. And it's not just spray paint cans, it's food wrappers and drink cups and straws and just any kind of garbage. And literally 15 feet away from these cars are garbage cans. As you walk into the field, there is like a little coffee wagon or a snack wagon thing sitting there. There's garbage cans outside there. There's garbage cans everywhere, and people throw their shit on the ground. It's annoying as hell. We really need to do better. So I'm here at the Jack Sizemore RV Museum. It's got some really cool shit in here evidently. And so we're going to walk around and take a look. I see a bunch of motorcycles up there even. He's got race cars, he's got all kinds of cool stuff. So I think I'm just gonna walk around and take a look and see what all they have. Supposedly he's got the oldest Airstream trailer in existence in here too. So we're just gonna kind of walk and take a look. Of course, I'm going after the motorcycle first because that's pretty cool. Lots of old Harleys. This motorhome was once owned by Max Factor of cosmetics fame. (1966) Kinskill. They've gone through and completely restored. Pretty cool. A 75 Itasca. First one ever built. You can tell it's from 1975. Look at the carpet. Oh, and the upholstery. Check that out.
It's weird. But there doesn't always pass phones. I just restored it this last year. It's a bandage. That's the name of it. Airstream bandage. But it didn't need much restoration. This little bandage is always ready to go on a trip to the bed. He has his cards all covered out. Oh. World traveling money. Wow. All over. Big time to Cairo.
Look at that. These are so cool.
Oh, it looks good. Window. Oh, look here, Cash.
That wheel right there in the front is what raises and lowers the top half of this trailer. A really good looking 66 El Camino right there. So this 55 Airstream says the stove, fridge, bathroom have never been used. Curtains and bedspread are original. Oh my goodness. How cool is this? Little fridge. Wow. That's amazing. Back in the days before cars had air conditioning, they had swamp coolers. I remember driving in my aunt and uncle's car down in California with one of those. They didn't do a lot of good. Now this is just nice and cozy. Love the old radio. Picture of the USS Sigourney, signed by 17 US presidents. The galley. 36 Alma that was a barn find and completely unrestored. Here's the bus from the movie RV with Robin Williams. 1948 flexible bus. I would love to have one of these. Hell, I'd love to drive one of these. It's even got old cigarette machines, a boiling station, old Coke machine. A couple of old candy bar vending machines, another cigarette machine. So I'm here in St. Francis, Kansas at the St. Francis Motorcycle Museum. St. Francis is a little town of about 1,400 people tucked into the northwest corner of the state, and they are home to this 10,000 square foot museum with about 110 bikes in it. So thought I'd go in, check it out, see what kind of goodies they have. 83 Honda CX650 Turbo. CB750.
That one is a two-owner machine. One guy bought it in 71, traded it off in 75, and that guy's owned it since.
Wow. This bike, 71 Honda SL175, has virtually no miles on it. The odometer shows 1.3 miles. It was delivered from the factory with 1 mile on the odometer and has been pushed 0.3 miles, never been ridden. V65 Sabre, those bikes were quicker than shit. Honda CBX, Honda's 6-cylinder bike. This was in 1981. They only made them for 4 years. Here we are into the Harleys. '84 XR 1000. '83 twin belt wide glide. Harley Sturgis edition from 1981. A 66 Electra Glide. Look at the size of the trunk on that thing. 63 pan. 16,000 miles on that bike. Here's the bike that saved Harley Davidson, 1960 Sportster. For all the Goldwing fans out there. BSA military bike from 1947. This is the bike. There's the parachute. This is the bike that was dropped on the beach at Normandy in World War II. '14 Indian. Henderson, 26 Henderson with a sidecar. Here's something you don't see very often. A 1912 Sears motorcycle. Called it the Dreadnought. £285. It's a 46 Harley. '41 Knucklehead. '22 Ace. These were originally a Henderson motorcycle, and then Henderson sold out to Schwinn. couple of bikes from the Easy Rider movie, tribute bikes. There's Billy's, Chopper, and of course the Captain America bike. 1917 Excelsior. Back in his time was the fastest motorcycle in the world. Cost $265. 1920 Reading. 1914 Yale. I've never seen a flying Merkel in my life. I've seen pictures, but I've never seen one in person. That's really something. Yeah, you've got some beautiful bikes here.
And the Jefferson in the corner, it's the only one left.
Is that
They
right?
only made them 1 year.
Wow.
And the Orient, the O2 Orient is one of two. And that one's all original parts. It's been restored, but the other one had some remanufactured parts on it.
Wow.
And that blue and that 15 emblem,
Mhm.
that's one of three. Feilbach Limited is one of five. Mike has two, but that one's original paint.
Wow. Man.
And this placed third in the Isle of Man race in 1923.
Oh, is that right?
That
Wow.
race was started in 1907. There've been 240 some riders die. And on the vault, he said if we build that vault, he'd bring some special bikes. So we raised another $28,500. Concrete wall, steel roof, and security cameras in there. So that's some of what he brought.
I'll tell you what, that was a hell of a trip. Even though it didn't work out exactly the way I'd planned, it was a lot of fun. And that motorcycle museum is amazing. If you find yourself up in St. Francis, Kansas, you've got to stop in. They run strictly on donations. There's no real admission fee. They recommend a $7 donation, but put more in the jar when you go in. It's well worth it, and you're going to spend at least an hour, hour and a half there. And I'll tell you, the proprietor is so full of information and so knowledgeable about every single bike that's in that museum. Anyway, if you like what you see on my channel, please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like buttons, you know all that crap. You've watched YouTube videos, you know how it works. And I've got some more stories coming, and I've got some more road trips to take. So hopefully I'll see you on the road. In the meantime, keep your knees in the breeze.